most, do the most. And we got the real insane Wayne, Mr. Unmotherfucking Roulette.
Let's go.
Yes, they actually are the hosts of a podcast as well, and the name of their podcast is Talk That Shit TV.
Yes, ma'am.
So of course, you know, we got to get in y'all business a little bit about it.
Okay.
But welcome to Misfits Radio.
Man, we are gladly appreciative to be here.
Oh yeah,
I love the layout. I love.
Oh yeah, it's flying here.
Fly.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man.
I would consider this the Dungeon 2.0.
Okay.
Like, seriously.
That was our goal.
This Dungeon 2.0.
Look, let me tell you something. One thing about being from Atlanta, you gonna know about the Dungeon family, Outkast, all of them. And that's exactly the kind of feel we wanted. We wanted to be a comfortable feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come in and chill out, sit on the couch with us. You know what I'm saying?
Very comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? It makes a difference. But yeah, man, we greatly appreciate you guys. So
we appreciate you.
I have to know. First of all,
what's up?
Every time I look up, one of their pages is getting gone off Instagram. Let's start there. So about a couple of weeks ago, I saw a new page started by Insane Wayne. So I was like, is this really you? And then finally he was like, this me, man.
Okay.
So then yesterday, same thing happened with us. I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Now see what my situation was, you know, my other phone that I had, right? I didn't have everything saved in Google.
Oh.
So I was like, oh man, I done forgot my password. Because my thing is with that, I didn't log in like everybody else do. I had the app on my phone and I said, oh man, I forgot my password and everything. So I had to make everything new. Everything. Dang.
So you can't retrieve it? Cause like y'all be having like a good number of following. So that's why I'm like, dang, y'all just start over like that.
See, man, I mean, I got frustrated. Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, okay.
But see, I got a bag full of old mail that I had when I was staying in the country. And I know I wrote the password down in a little tablet. When I find that tablet.
Oh, okay.
Man,
so then you'll be good.
When y'all see that other page back on.
Right.
We
know you done found the tablet.
I just got to find that tablet with that code.
In my case, my page actually got shut down yesterday. And what's so crazy is,
was it a post that made them do it or what?
Nah, it was actually a DM message. And what happened was, the DM message came in saying something about me sharing some content that wasn't copywritten to me. And they gave me a link saying that I had to hit the link to try to appeal the actual post I made. So I go in and hit the link.
What?
and I see a screen of naked women, and I'm like, oh, I done hit the wrong link.
Right.
They done got
did the wrong thing.
So then later on that day, I was out running around, and I tried to go with my page. And they closed me out. So I'm in here trying to re-log in. I'm looking up all my passwords, trying to get the passwords straight. And they fucked around, logged me out the way I couldn't even get in. We don't have that number on file. I'm like,
damn. So they changed the number.
And they changed the name.
They changed the name too.
It say one Talk That Shit TV.
They put one in front of Talk That Shit TV now.
Yes, they put one.
I can't see none of the posts.
I can go back and look,
but he can look.
I can go in there and look.
I can't see shit.
Shall we see?
So
y'all learn from that. Don't hit no links.
Please don't.
Oh, when them folk be in y'all DM and they say hey and all that shit. Well, delete that shit.
Delete it.
But delete that shit ASAP.
I always do.
Yeah, see, I do too.
I block them immediately. I block them automatically.
There you go, bro.
But see, in my case, I wasn't really. My whole intention was to actually delete the whole thread. I don't know what I was thinking about at the time. I think I was in a rush doing something else.
But now they make it look so legit, though.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah,
they
so
really
like
do.
now, because at first, you could tell, like, especially when somebody is like, well, can you log in for me and then send me this?
Yep.
Yeah, that, we know to ignore that.
Yep,
but no, but now they got it where it looks like it had an Instagram logo, all of that on there. Now, I ain't going for it.
Yeah.
but I'm like, no, because I'm too scared to hit anything because I don't want no virus to get in my phone.
Exactly.
So that's what it is for me. But that's crazy.
Look,
we got it right here.
He got it right here.
As soon as they say hello, I block.
Hey, no,
says hello.
Hey, no.
You in the danger nigga saying hello.
Exactly.
Hello,
See, he
how
can
are
see
you?
it.
I can see
He
it.
can still see it.
Huh?
I told
That's my
you.
page.
Oh wow! So it's just so.
I
What are they
can't see it.
posting?
Nothing. But look what they did. Just look at the name at the top. It say one. Talk
It's
this
the-
shit to
yeah.
me.
So my thing is, why would they want to take your page? See, this is the video I was looking for right here.
Yep.
But see, it's on my
It's
page.
on his page.
But see, I gotta retag all his.
Yeah, he gotta
I
retag everything.
I gotta retag
Yeah, I
everything.
gotta retag everything.
That is crazy.
He gotta retag
So okay, so that makes sense then. So let me ask y'all this: when it comes to Talk That Shit TV, with what you guys are doing as far as the podcast, I know it's a whole movement at this point because y'all got gear, y'all got all kind of stuff going on. Where did that name even come from?
Ho, y'all want to know?
Listen, the realest same. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay.
All right, this what
Go ahead.
This what
Go
happened.
ahead.
You know what? A few years ago,
It was 2020.
I guess me and this crazy fool here on the phone, we just started saying, hey, yeah, talk this shit. Talk this way before Nail died. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Recipe to
So, you know, we just kept doing it. So you remember I started making a hashtag.
I remember,
but it just said talk this shit.
Right.
So one day I just called this fool here. I'm at work. Him and his wife together. Oh Lord, Nail just man, y'all crazy. Y'all need to go on and start y'all up a podcast, boy. Y'all at the food out there. So I said, yeah.
And in actuality, my wife was gonna play a big part in our podcast.
Anyway,
Really?
She was gonna play a big part. Yeah.
So after that, I say about a day or two, I said, shit, I'm gonna take talk that shit and put TV with it. I said, man, I thought about it. You know, you got all the bullshit. I said, man, damn all that, man. We finna crank this up. I called that boy probably early that morning. He still had coal in the eye. Boy, I'm gonna call you back. I said, man, this nigga need to hurry up and call me back.
I called him
Boy,
back.
I said,
Hey.
boy, it's Talk That Shit TV. Bet.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Ran with it.
I made the logo.
So it came with the logo and the watermark, and I was just like,
Bet.
it's official.
Bet.
That's what's up.
It's official.
Let's do it. So
So-
that ain't went.
So with so what I guess for you all, because I know that you all had one, you have already have completed one season,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I know that you guys looking forward to doing more.
Mhm.
What is it that like what's gonna set y'all apart from other podcasts? Like, do y'all have any plans for anything different, or how does that go?
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is like my objective, because I mean I know everybody out here doing podcasts, and I respect everybody because everybody got their own format. That's what makes all of podcasts unique.
Mhm.
Just like I told Wayne, we've been through so much as people. We still go through stuff every day.
Absolutely.
So well, we don't have time to really just express who we are as people. So I told Wayne, I said, bro, when we come out with this podcast, I almost want to be on some Howard Stern type shit. Like I'm talking
Okay.
about raw, uncut.
Okay.
Whatever we feel come to mind. And just be original with it.
Okay.
Just be original, and then talk about like, you know, we talk like the term "talk that shit" actually was a great term because you had to think about it. We talk shit every day,
Right.
but then we also talk shit about things that we don't bring to light. That's what we trying to hit.
Okay, so y'all wanted to be a safe place for you to basically come and just kind of, because the thing about it is, I that's kind of like what we are with our show, because one thing about it, life gonna get the life.
Exactly.
It's gonna life.
It's gonna life. Exactly.
And you gotta be ready. So it's kind of
exactly.
like a lot of times, because what I figured out is a lot of times with the podcast, they're therapy.
It is.
It really
That's
is.
really what it boiled down to.
Yeah, it's therapy.
And the fact that honestly, when my wife died, rest in peace to Janelle, when she died, I just told Wayne, I was like, Wayne, we gotta do this, bro.
Yeah,
we gotta go ahead and put this in motion. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I just felt like, you know, her passing away and telling me everything that she told me before she passed, it was like she seen something that we haven't actually been able to see yet. So when she told me this, I was just like, shit, Wayne, we gotta put this shit in motion, bro. We gotta do this shit.
Yeah.
And luckily, the way everything happened pretty much happened perfectly.
And then we thought about it. Then Los was like, one day he was like, man, we need somebody else.
Yep.
We need a female.
We need a female.
Boom, Caretha. Let's go and get Coco.
Yep.
Bit.
Cool.
Where's she at today?
She unfortunately she had some personal things that she had to deal with.
I just thought about that when you just said that.
She had a few personal issues she's taking care of right now, but it's good.
Right,
It's all
girl.
Yeah, it's all good. It's good. It's good issues. It ain't nothing bad.
Yeah, it's good issues.
You know, it's just good issues. She just had to handle that. It was more important for her to do that rather than, come out here. But I know next time we get ready to get in front of a camera, she's gonna be camera ready. I already know that for a fact. And she's gonna have a lot to talk about. Just like we do.
What let me ask y'all this. Okay, so over the course of the last couple of weeks, man, we done had a lot going on. Mm-hmm. And when I saw Deion Sanders, the situation with Deion Sanders, when I saw that he was like going to Colorado, pretty much stepping out of Jackson, he going to Colorado. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people felt like he made the wrong move, but I'm like, man, I don't know. I think he did pretty good.
Man, that man made the wrong move. That's just like supervisor at a warehouse. Shit, they say, hey, we got you up here. We need you up here out now in Colorado, that's man, right. making 40 an hour. What? I'm making $100,000 a year. And then, hey man, I'm finna deal.
Right.
And then I look at it like this too, like, don't nobody know what that man got in his household. Don't nobody know what goes on in his household.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, whatever he got to do to better himself, I ain't mad at him.
I ain't either. That's what I said too. What they said.
And guess what? We all go through the same situation, just working. Like, I worked with the city of Atlanta. The city of Atlanta was a perfect job at the time, but the money wasn't there.
Right.
So guess what? When the money run out, I'm running out with it. Right. It's time to go.
But we talking about prime
time.
But he don't need no money.
Exactly. But see, people assume that because of who he is. Yeah. But not knowing he's a man that got to live life every day. He has needs and wants like everybody else. Yeah. So, I mean, why not? Why not go for it? He got a family.
Hey, man. They said the dude was giving half his salary. Put it back into the school anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
At the HBCU.
Exactly.
Right.
So it wasn't like he wasn't giving back. I mean,
see, that was my thing. I feel like it's all about time, and his time there was up.
Of course.
Somebody
Here we go. Put that thing on speaker. Light him up.
Yeah. Thank you for calling Westside Misfits. How can I help ya?
Hey, what's up? This Walt Red. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
What's happening?
Not much, Walt Red, yo. I just graduated from Jackson State yesterday.
Really? Congratulations.
Congratulations, homie.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Congratulations.
With a concentration in legal studies.
Cool.
Oh, man, that's what's happening.
I'm going back next semester to get my master's.
But do that.
Do that thing.
Do that.
Absolutely.
Do that thing.
How you say hello? Pop your shit.
Pop your shit. Pop your shit, shout it.
What?
So y'all talking about Coach Prime, and this, this all I want to say is we should be grateful here in Jackson for what he did. He just, his main goal was to showcase what he could do for any school or any other team.
That's right.
And there are a lot of other legal things going on, with that might have got started with the football team because of the cancellation, like with the championship game in Tennessee or whatever, and they're probably going to sue the school for that, and that's going to be over 2 or 3 seasons. And that's like $1 million lawsuit right there, potentially.
Right.
But, and there's some other things, but at the end of the day, he left it better than he found it. He was like, I ain't dealing with all this crazy, with y'all crazy people in Jackson, and I'm out. Because I know he has to have seen the difference of how people are being treated as opposed to the people that's not affiliated with him or what he was doing at Jackson State with the people who are affiliated with him or what he was doing. Right. I know he's seen, how evil and nasty it could be here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm glad the whole world gets to see some of the hate that you got to live with here. We have a hater culture here in Jackson, and I'm sure it's like this in several urban blacks too.
I agree. agree.
We
I
have
mean,
a hater culture.
yeah,
You know,
I agree.
that's become acceptable.
I truly agree.
I'm glad everybody got to see it to understand like why some people want to leave so bad who lived here all their lives.
Right.
Just like my professor, former sheriff Dr. Christmas said, he said people who live in Jackson either want to be here or they can't leave. And I'm somewhere in between because I own property.
Oh, okay. So yes, I definitely agree with you. I put up a video on Instagram where he was just like he was distraught because they won the game. You know, Jackson had won the game, but then when he get back to show his excitement and tell his wife and kids about the win and everything is gone. His wallet's gone, his jewelry's gone.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that's experiencing these losses, and it's like, at what point, when is enough enough?
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
true.
That's when that slow guy got to the office, and me and my homie was talking about that. Was like, this slow guy, he be around the same all the time. He's late to somebody that works there. He been in and out of that office for years.
and but
you know,
what?
he's
But
a slow guy, you know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing, but he wasn't coach prime. He been in and out of the office for years. He's been knowing how to get in and out of there. But anyway,
okay.
Dang.
Dang.
This is stuff that people wouldn't know because they're not gonna talk about this on the
Of course,
news.
yeah, of course.
Already know.
We on the outside looking in. We just looking in from the outside.
That would have like people here saying is like, if you from Jackson, you know how to park your car over there. No way. They have games. All the time, and everybody knows not to
So
park
you
over
so
there.
you have to be from there.
Out of town, if you parked over there on Main Street, man, you out your mind. You actually get that. And then half of it was, a political attack. They took advantage of quote unquote, they took advantage of a political opportunity to express themselves by saying, see, the crime here is so bad, so they probably had some of the palm-colored people go break the car windows and do some vandalism too. You know,
I can definitely we appreciate you for calling in. What's your name one more time?
I'm Ross Red. Down on me. I don't know if you
Ross Red. Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Ross Red. Congratulations to you again, and thank you.
No problem.
Have a good day now.
Y'all too.
Bye-bye. That's what's up. Go out, black man.
Yes,
Done got that degree, honey.
You know, he's right, though, because people don't realize, like, Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the country.
Really?
So,
well,
yes.
My thing was, it just seems like, they were more mad with Deion Sanders than they was with the Brett Favre. Yeah, and I'm like,
because the fact that you got to realize,
that's crazy.
Like, I know a lot of y'all ain't really been.
What it is.
I know a lot of y'all ain't been to Mississippi.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah,
I've been just business wise, but like literally the poorest country, or the poorest state in the country. That's real.
It's real.
That's real. Like Jackson, Mississippi, like dilapidated. I mean everything. It's just it's falling apart. So when you got a guy like Primetime to come into Jackson and bring Jackson State around. They look at Primetime like he's a god. You know what I mean? They don't expect him to go nowhere. For real. They don't expect him to go, even though he's going
even get. But they not. That's just like a relationship. You ain't even giving the person a reason to stay.
Yeah.
How then you gonna be mad when they say bye?
Even though, yeah.
Shit ain't a two-way street.
Right. Like what?
Even though he going through, what he going through after the game, breaking in his cars and the theft and all that stuff there. The fact that he gave those kids hope. So it's like, they stick to him.
I honestly feel like that, and my thing is when as an athlete, you commit to the school.
That's
you
right.
don't commit to the coach because you don't know who your coach gonna be, right?
Yeah.
That's just the way I look at it.
No,
from the standpoint. That's so true. It's just like
I got a female right now.
I could really be gung ho. Like Primetime could have been the reason why I chose the school.
True.
But I also have to keep it in the back of my mind that he may not be here. Because
false
what's
hope.
the odds?
Yeah, false hope.
So it's like, I don't know. But I thought that he did a good job. Like he said, he did more, like the school is in better condition than it was when he left. But one thing that I want to say about the HBCUs is that I really want the alumni to pour back into it.
Come on, you know how it is. You know, we crabs in a bucket. You know this.
There's only 2 schools in the that put back a stone.
Now I do know my homies that went to is it Howard?
Program or the whole school is a difference.
Well,
Sometimes they put back into just one specific program.
But we need for them to put back. We need for them to put back. Either way, to me, is a good idea. For either it could be a program or it could be the school itself. But I feel like we have to do a better job at it. And the main reason is because if you went there, you had an awesome time there, you graduated from there, how could you expect for anybody else to show more love to what helped you?
You also got
you. You went to Clark?
I went to Clark.
Okay.
At Clark, the departments there, that's the breadwinner is mass media and business school.
Right.
So they put it into those places. That's what the bread and butter.
The numbers, is. Right? The numbers are going to show.
No one coming in for the sports. No one is the bread and butter is one of the best mass media departments in the South. Besides FAMU and they basically so that's what I'm saying. They put it into the program or they put it in the whole school. Spelman and Morehouse schools they put it into the whole school. A lot of times they have
okay. So
it's their endowments say, hey, this is scholarships for anybody in any department.
Okay. Versus
yes, I'm just putting into the business department. I'm just putting into that school. So the other part of the school suffer. We have a psychology department. Psychology people ain't putting in psychology. We have no one's putting into those. So
okay, so I can see why you say it makes it different.
Make the endowment of the alumni put into the whole school. It's different. Like Morris Brown is driving away. It's because they're not coming back. The top corners of the world who want to do it, they're like, nah, we good.
Yeah.
You know,
they got
I want to put it to this whole school. You know what I'm saying? I buy the debt and all of a sudden, just go ahead and name a building after me. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, nah, we good. Like, for real?
And also, it's about the actual person or the leader of that establishment. Like the energy that leader pulls off.
Oh,
you don't have those type of leaders, and this is the reason why certain things happen the way it does. Like with this Jackson State situation, honestly, if they would have kicked out more money for Deion to stay, 9 times out of 10 he probably would have stayed.
But they were saying they did it, they didn't have it.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So the leadership role plays a big part in these situations.
Honestly, I don't.
Kids in recruitment too, trying to recruit to other schools.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's part of the
I honestly, I don't think that more money would have kept him there because his time was up.
No, his time was up.
Yeah,
he did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job in a good form and fashion, and it was a great turnaround. It was a great look, and he just felt like he had to move on.
I think so too, man. I seen an article. I saw an article this morning.
I'm gonna say he about to be in Colorado. Them games gonna be on TV.
Yes.
Compared to Jackson State.
And see,
Colorado gonna be on TV.
And see, society, like they need that person that's gonna bring the attention to an establishment. They're gonna need that.
Oh, absolutely.
So for him to be like top tier right now and just be in the news, that's a plus.
Well, I saw him introducing himself to the new players or whatever at Colorado. He did. And I was impressed. I was like, you better work.
I want to go back.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to tell you.
I was like,
I'm going to tell y'all a real story. Primetime came out of high school back in 1994.
Really?
Primetime came to Banneker High School back in 1994. It was him, Otis Nixon, Marquise Grissom and his brother, and some more other athletes that played against the faculty at Banneker High School. If you don't believe me, ask Coach Bridges. What's up, Paul Bridges? I know he's watching. What's up, Coach? They can tell you, bro.
I can believe it,
and I'm
though.
talking about when he came into Banneker High School, it was ecstatic. I'm talking about I ain't even gonna lie to you. Everybody and their mama I'm talking about they just went crazy.
Yeah, because they are big deals to us.
Yeah.
So like when you play sports in Atlanta, I promise you, anybody will tell you that the experience is different.
Of course.
Because we go super hard for our fans and stuff. I mean for our sports, for our players and as supporters and fans. Like we be wanting to get to know them. Yeah. And it don't be on no groupie type, stuff like that. It's just that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like I remember my grandmama like with the Falcons,
Yeah.
like we were born into being Falcons fans.
Yeah, just like with mine.
Yeah, so it's like that's just what we do. So
Falcons and Braves.
Yeah, man, what?
And the Hawks.
And the Hawks. I mean, and that's the thing. Like all of our Atlanta teams, we were born into that because our parents and our grandparents loved them.
It was
It was like they from the beginning. Yeah, like it's so crazy when I think back on it. Like so our family is big on playing cards, like big wigs, right? I remember seeing shirts that they would for the different teams. They would do different team shirts, but it would be Falcons or either Hawks jerseys, and, you know, stuff like that. And they were actually big Wiz players. Do you play big Wiz? None. What?
Well, he said, what's in the Divine Family?
Spades.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Family and friends. I'm like,
oh, yeah, boy.
I do Uno. I keep it
really?
Oh, yeah, boy, Spades mess the family up, man.
Boy, Spades have a family divided so fast.
That's about it. Poker's Uno.
You mean to tell me?
That's why I'm glad I don't know how to play no spades. Just hit the bro, just said, I done seen
that shit. Niggas gonna take my black card, bro. I see niggas fist fight. That's blood over a fucking card game. I'm like,
I have never figured that out. What's so special about spades?
It's that book shit. It's the nigga used to have the book shit. Like, come on.
I'm saying though, but
like,
you
don't talk to each other for years. Oh my god.
Yeah,
for real. Now it don't get like that for us because we've always played cards for various reasons. So we play. We play for mostly for fun though. We enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's what Spain's supposed to be.
Exactly. But sometimes people do take it too far. I can see that. I can see them taking it too far. But for the most part,
what's on Spanish? I'm domino.
I domino, baby.
I like dominoes.
I
like dominoes.
That's my group.
Okay, really?
Man with the bone.
Man with the bone. Domino, motherfucker.
Right.
Domino, motherfucker. Oh, God, yeah.
I remember those days. But the thing about it is, I even like chess.
Actually, I can't play chess.
Like chess.
Yeah, my brother was an avid chess player, so he taught us how to play chess. Now, chess.
This is a thinking man's game.
Yeah, like he taught us the strategies and all of that stuff.
Right.
And
I'm gonna tell you what a nigga told me one time. When I play spades, on chess. Hell no. I'm trying to sit there and learn how to play that shit. I want to go home.
You ain't had that time.
But I want to sit there thinking about it. I'm thinking about coming home. I want to play chess.
You trying to figure out a way to maneuver.
But now I see I should have learned because that's a renaissance, man.
I mean, but you still got time though. So
yeah.
It's good. Like you still got time. So just to sum everything up, man, I think Deion Sanders made a good move. And I ain't mad at him about it. So, but look, what y'all think about that Senate race?
Man, let me tell you something, man.
The Senate with Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock. Cause baby, they was mudslinging. Y'all hear me? I'm talking about they was baby.
Go on and speak, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Herschel Walker's a fucking idiot.
Let me tell y'all something. Herschel Walker born in Riceville, Georgia.
So that's
Riceville, Georgia. That's down there. That's down below Sandersville.
Oh, Lord, no wonder.
He ain't had no education. Like
he sound like it.
He messed around and went to Georgia and head got blown up after they won the championship. He never did finish school. He went pro. They hated him in pro football. They tried to knock his head out.
What team he went pro?
I didn't know that.
The Cowboys.
It was the Cowboys. That's right.
He played with the Eagles too.
Yeah, but see what happened. He didn't go pro right away like Bo Jackson did.
Right.
He went to the USFL and played first.
Then came back.
And then went pro. Because he went to USFL like a slap in the face to the NFL. So, everybody thinking he the greatest running back. But then gets in the pro, man, they try to knock that man.
So maybe that's why his injuries are.
That was
because the thing about it is,
he probably do.
He probably still.
He's a dumb job.
And then he would do certain things to for mediation, meditation. He was doing karate at one time. I'm talking about, I read all up about this man.
That nigga was talking about werewolves and vampires.
Yeah, right. But this is the thing. Look, I put up that meme, but I was so serious when it said Trump was like, you have a
karate
before you start talking about
with
damn
me.
werewolves and shit.
Vampires.
But this is the thing. This is the thing that I figured out. So my thing is representation means a lot.
Yeah.
And not to everybody, but for most people. And I knew for myself, I'm just like,
and he's still
how the hell we gonna have Herschel Walker representing for us? Like, that's not gonna make sense. Even if they're telling him everything to do and say,
yeah, he gonna be the puppet.
He got to still be able to process it. And I don't like
he's not gonna process it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
He's a puppet.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
They told me what to say. Niggas said, they said, read that prompt.
Read that prompt.
Man, fuck that prompt.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, take bleach to get rid of COVID.
Exactly. Hey, but see,
inject yourself with bleach. No. Nigga,
but see, hey,
works.
And see, you know he ain't reading the prompt when they ask him personal questions.
But see, another thing too, though, y'all gotta understand too. We talking about these redneck. Man, these crackers already said, "Oh, Herschel Walker done."
Yep.
We got him. That's the first thing they said.
They said, y'all got a black one? We got a black
one.
one.
Exactly.
See, that was my thing. It was like they put us up against one another as a race, and that's what I didn't like.
I agree with you.
I'm like, because that's what. So my hashtag was "May the best black man win" on every hashtag.
Yeah, he was a jock, a dumb jock.
But my thing is, my personal problem was honestly representation. But when I heard his sons talk and tweet about how Trump literally begged him, made him do that. Yeah. And everybody around him that loved him was like, man, don't do that shit. Mm-hmm, yeah. And he still did it. Yeah. Because he had a certain type of loyalty to Trump. Exactly. And it was just like,
a lot of motherfuckers.
You're right, brother. He did not work. He played.
So what you Kemp being one of them.
What?
Oh yeah.
That pledged their allegiance to Trump in private and in public.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. You got a lot of you know what I'm saying, do boys.
Man.
That is very much true. So you just have to wonder, because my thing is I'm not affiliated with either Democrats or Republicans. Like I don't identify. I identify with people.
Right.
And what's your plan and how you executing it? What's the goal? Exactly. And we go from there. But like the people that are gung ho on this Democrat, Republican, all that stuff, like they scare me.
Yeah. It's the guy worse now.
Yeah.
It got a lot worse.
A lot worse. And then you see all of and it's a lot of black people who have gone Republican again, because at one time Republican was our party. You know what I'm saying?
Of
so
course.
I get it. But now you got so many black people that's like, I'm Republican, like I ain't going with them Democrats. Their agenda is this. I don't know.
All of them got the same agenda.
I think so too.
All of them got the same agenda.
One is different, but it's different.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the part that's confusing to me, because I feel like it's the same agenda too. I guess it's a different route to get there though.
But see what it is though. What it is, a Republican agenda is money. Think about it. Okay. All of the money, but Republicans is way more different.
The mic. Talking to the mic.
Way different. It's way different. Okay.
So you say the Republicans is more about money.
Think about it. Back when we were growing up, who was the president? Reagan, right? So Reagan was bringing in the guns and the dope. Okay. What happened back then? They was getting locked up, getting bonded out, going boom, boom. We had Ronald Reagan, then we had the first Bush, and after his old ass, who we had? Clinton. And what happened when Clinton got here? Everything started kind of soaring, you know what I'm saying, again. But at the same time, they was doing it. Y'all know how it was. That money was good.
I mean, Clinton was good, and jobs was flowing, and he was right. Unemployment was at an all-time low. I lived in New York for the first time. The little ticket thing stopped because we wasn't in debt. Yeah, right. Good, but he also brought 3 strikes. He also brought a lot of other things.
He showed
That's
the war on drugs.
That's
the war on drugs.
He amped it up a little bit to a different level. So Reagan brought the shit in.
Anyway,
he brought it in. I was say, so it was like that little backhand shit. Like, yo, y'all got all this popping over here, but on this side.
Shaking your niggas.
2 or 3 strikes, I got you niggas.
But see, but you see where I'm coming from.
Work, I got you working. But you know niggas that don't want to work.
But you notice how. But you know how Republicans.
I'm gonna start building prisons by schools. But you start doing all that shit.
But you know Republicans didn't say nothing about all that, right?
They didn't have to.
About jail and
they capitalists.
You feel what I'm saying? They don't say nothing about crime.
All of them
Democrats
capitalists.
They don't care. We
They don't
can't.
care.
Well, see, I was just about to say, see, that's the thing. That's why I say the agendas are the same.
Of course.
And it's just
about
a different
money.
route that you get there, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about
Because
money.
you think about how the crime rate skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like during the times, and this is the God honest truth, during the times where money is a little more scarce, that crime rate is up here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times,
yeah.
I mean, we just looking at it from our experience and
Right.
from what we've been able to just witness ourselves.
Yep.
And even now,
Mm-hmm.
the crime rate and even like everybody got a freaking gun.
But you
Ain't
know what,
nobody
though?
getting no practice though. Ain't nobody going no damn range.
I am.
Ain't nobody doing none of that. But everybody got a gun.
All of it is based on money. All of it is based on
crazy.
the money dollar.
Basically.
Statistics and crime is going to increase dollars, increase the flow of money.
Every
Yeah.
time.
And
crime.
the more crimes and the more statistics you have, the more money that's going to be generated.
Yeah.
Every time.
And that's my whole point of saying it's the same, like you said, it's the same agenda, it's just different ways to get to it.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't know. But did y'all see at the mall yesterday what I think the dude was like 14, pulled up his pants and his
I
damn
heard he
gun
shot
went off.
himself, right?
Which one?
He shot
Yeah.
himself. Right?
Stonecrest.
At Stonecrest.
Yeah,
Out there in
Stonecrest.
Decatur.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so he pulls up his pants and
He 14 years old?
yeah, he was like
wow.
he was like 14.
With his own gun?
Pull up
Okay.
his pants. Yeah.
But he probably
I
stole.
told you
but
everybody
see,
got
But see, they
guns.
stealing them out of folks' cars and houses, man. They stealing them guns.
Man, they
They
stealing
stealing
them
them
all day
guns.
long.
They stealing them guns.
all day
Why
long.
you think Red Lobster and Camp Creek get hit every time? They looking for guns and all this. That's why I said when they drop that law talking about no permit, you ain't got to carry with no license. They know what they doing.
Of course.
Because these dummies gonna think because they done bought a gun, get tricked. No. Oh, but I can walk around the pit long as self defense. I don't care if it's hot. Okay, nigga.
Okay.
You feel what I'm
I just
saying?
renewed my license a month ago.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to carry outside.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say,
And
but
when it's different, you know what I'm saying? These white folks look at you differently when you go into an actual gun shop and purchase a gun. Because you be like, yo, can I get a gun? And they be like, what do you want, nigga? And they mind. And then I put out my license and I be like, so I want this one. And they know to get this, I can't have a felony. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
So now they getting they top shelf type shit.
let me tell
Let me
you.
get the good shit out there. Because you not know.
Let me tell you what
Run-of-the-mill
we
nigga.
experienced, right? So Adonis, my oldest son is 23. No criminal record, no, ain't got got a license, all that stuff. So we will look if this was like 2020, I think it was, and he was just like, "Mom, man, we got to get some artillery, like this, we can't be in here like this, like we got to get some more stuff." So he was like, "I'm old enough to get it in my name. Let me go get it."
Yeah.
Cool. So we go to a shop out here in Cobb County. As a matter of fact, my brother and my cousin took him to the gun shop. They go to the gun shop. It's a young white guy, his same age. He's sitting there. They ran his background, did everything. He get his guns that day. My son go through the same exact thing that this other little boy done went through, and they tell my son he got to wait. But and the white guy that's in there just went off. He was like, "Man, I'm sitting here," because him and Adonis had been talking for the longest, because they got there around the same time. They're going through the same thing. Him and Adonis sitting there talking, and he was like, "So you mean to tell?" He said, "This is my first experience with this." And he told my brother and them, I don't want to start y'all, but this is my first experience just seeing this shit. How I came up in here, did the exact same thing this young man did. And I'm walking out with mine, but he ain't walking out with his, and he wouldn't even be in here if he couldn't get it. Honestly,
Right.
my son had to go back the next day and get all our guns, but it was just the whole point of that young fella was like, "Boy, I never." He said, "Man, you can hear about it all the time. You hear about it." But as far as experiencing and actually seeing that shit, that junk had that little boy. As a matter of fact, Don still talks to him to the day. As a matter of fact, because he was like, because he's sitting there holding a conversation with Don, so he talking to him, so he see what kind of type of time he on. Right. And so when the dude told him to come pick out whatever he wanted, he was like, "Okay, cool." When it was Don time, they were like, "You got to come back tomorrow." Home went He was like, what?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, straight up.
Sounds about white.
And exactly, right. And he went back the next day, you know, and got everything that we wanted, of course, you know what I'm saying? But it was just a point of, and the guy was just, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, that don't want him. He didn't care no way. He was just he young. He don't really know. He couldn't tell that the only reason why he knew it was discrimination was because somebody else said that was a different ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have resonated with my son that it was, you know what I'm saying, that it was discrimination because he don't know. He just like, oh, okay, baby, that's the process.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. But man, he went back the next day and he racked up. But look what's so crazy.
What's that?
Somebody stole one of Dun guns, and guess how he got it back?
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
Somebody posted it on Instagram. Somebody they trying to sell it.
Really?
He enlarged. One of his partners look at the gun because it was a unique gun,
right?
And say, man, it look like Dun gun. He takes the picture of the gun, send it to my son. My son enlarges it and go and look at the serial number,
right?
And hit him up like, hey. How y'all get my gun? You know, like what? And met up with the dude and he gave it back to him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like he was like, my dad, I got it from my daddy. Dun like what? Your dad a thief?
Your daddy.
What daddy you got?
Thief,
For real.
God damn, your dad got. He told me he got it from his daddy.
That's my hot gun.
But that's my hot gun, straight up. But he ended up getting it back, but it was just so crazy how that happened because normally it don't happen like that.
Right.
But his whole thing, and what was even crazier, he had called the police twice to try to report the gun stolen in case something happened with the gun, and it wouldn't come on him. Yeah. The police never showed up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Neither time. The police never showed up.
That's the reason why you do it that way.
Exactly.
The shit's missing. The serial number is, and I have the box.
He got the box. Yeah. He had everything to go with it. He showed them everything, and they were like, man, we know it's yours. Like, what's the odds of, you know what I'm saying? But it was a unique gun, so
that's what stuck out.
Yeah, his partner was like, what?
Some of these comments on his y'all not reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see.
Well, said it's terrible because now they believe you have to have a gun to be a man. Nobody is even fighting anymore.
Right.
Man, just like they said,
right. It's a lot of emotions.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I be trying to tell these young fools all day. I said, bro, I know I done got jumped. I used to be scared to fight, all that.
Yeah.
But I said the older I got, I'm like, you bleed just like I bleed.
Exactly.
You put your hands on me. Because I always been a ticking bomb, like, I hurt you. I probably can't fight you straight up, but I'm finna get you. I'm gonna grab some nuts or something. But I tell them every time I told them, I said, bro, we were fighting dudes back in high school, elementary. I said, bro, we damn near 50 when we see each other. Well, what's up, boy?
Exactly.
What's up, boy? We still here to see each other.
Exactly.
Y'all fools get mad because of men
beef over something.
But see, it's the words.
Yeah.
You remember back in the day they say words don't hurt.
Yeah.
See, he hurt these young dudes. You call one of these youngsters the pussy.
Way more emotional.
They scared to lose. They probably want to get their ass whooped.
I was just about to say pride, ego, and everybody recording every goddamn thing.
Yes,
man.
That's how my brother died.
Being embarrassed.
Man. I had a partner, Big Dave, over on Simpson on the plaza. That's how he died.
Yeah.
Big Dave
sure
fought that dude, beat that dude up.
Yeah.
Somebody out there filming him. The dude came back and shot him after he could beat him up.
Yeah, and they 50.
And
you feel what I'm saying? Like they ain't no young folks.
How old the other dude was?
Probably about the same
age. They were partners. Yes, they were partners. At one time, Yes. But it go back to being embarrassed.
Yeah, if old boy, old lady wasn't out there, they would have probably squashed it. But the fact that his old lady seen him get his ass whooped by Big Dave, he went here. He felt like he pulled that trigger.
Man, let me tell you something. I know a situation where
50 years old.
I know a situation where somebody got punked in front of their girl, and they came back and did the unthinkable too. Yeah. But the person survived.
Yeah, luckily.
Yeah, luckily the person survived. And I don't even know if it's luckily. I'm just gonna say they survived. And they but now that we're older, they can look back and see where they went wrong.
Right.
Like, how would I have felt if a nigga embarrassed me like that in front of my girl?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can look at it in a different way as you get older, but at that time, it's like, I don't care nothing about that.
Shit, how you shouldn't hold you at a state where she put your life in danger because
it ain't got nothing to do with your girl. So most of the time, we don't give a damn about that. Nigga, did you hit them back? Like, for us, it's a total different ball game for women.
Yeah.
But honestly, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't even finna let my dude get his ass beat in front of me.
No.
So it's not gonna happen like that. What?
Hell yeah, don't jump in.
That's what
Baby,
I hate the baby, stop.
We'll both add that motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you.
We'll both add that bitch out.
Like, for real, like, it's not gonna be like that. But for most women, honestly, I have man, look here. I just know me. Right. And it's not gonna be like that for me. But a lot of times, like, women done seen their dudes get their ass beat, and it's like, hey, you win some, you lose some. But that's how I was raised too.
Yeah.
I remember my twins got into a fight at school, right? My mama said, who won? They were like, we don't know, Granny. You gotta look at the tape. Mama was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, we won. They were like, oh, we won. Yes. Y'all don't know shit. Go back in there and say, Grandma, y'all won. Okay. So we had to end up going to court for them. And Mama sitting in the courtroom like this. She said, hey, one of my twins done beat two of them up at the same time. Mama said, that's right. But what happened is, they didn't even know they were supposed to be fighting. They got caught up in something that was bigger than them. The girl, they looked at the wrong Instagram page and thought it was one of my daughter's Instagram page.
What?
They had posted a little boy. My girls didn't know what they was talking about. So when they approached them and said, y'all put my boyfriend on y'all Instagram, my girls like,
really?
What are you talking about? They don't know for real. So when they swung on them, they had to swing back. They was like, down. So when we looked at the tape and stuff, they ended up, the little girls that fought them had to go through anger management, all kind of stuff, because they really made my girls fight them. Because my girls, they the kind of children, well, honestly, they ain't gonna start it, but they gonna finish it.
Yeah, that's how my mom and dad raised us.
Yeah, like, we ain't gonna start it.
But if you push that
and when they looked at the actual footage of all of that stuff, they was like, man, them girls was sitting, because my girls was sitting at breakfast eating. Yeah. So when the girl approached them, you could see my big twin was like, what you talking about? You know, like, you could see her head like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. But then you could see the girl get all up in her face, and my twin looking. They had never gotten into a fight as big children. They had gotten into a fight as smaller kids. But in high school, they ain't think they were gonna have to ever fight because everybody loved them. Right. So they was like, what? So when everything happened, it was just crazy because the girls actually had the wrong Instagram page. But that just goes to show how stuff and my girls done drove. Then they tried to press charges on my girls because they won. I was like, that ain't how that go. Is y'all crazy? I had to even tell the judge that. I'm like, no, that's not how that go. You don't press charges because your child lost.
But see, it just goes to show you.
Them twins must have really dragged them.
So my mama was sitting there like this. They're like, for real, because it was almost like they were fighting for their life. When we kept asking them, well, what was y'all fighting for? They kept saying, Mama, we don't know. The girl kept telling us about some boy who was on our Instagram page, and they like, do you see a boy on our Instagram page? I'm like, no, I ain't seen no, because I always have been able to watch their stuff, and we always been friends on social media. So it was like, we don't know. Only thing the girl kept saying was, we posted her boyfriend. We ain't posted her. We don't even know who her boyfriend is. Mm-hmm. So when they kept saying it, I'm like, so y'all really don't know? And when we got to court, they did not know. The judge said, so do anybody want to be the bigger person and apologize? My big twin said, I'll take it. She said, I do apologize. She said, I did not mean to beat y'all up like that. She said, I was like, oh my God. She said, I did not mean to beat y'all up like that because I do not go to school to fight. She said, but I didn't know what was going on when you hit me. She said, so I had to defend myself. She said, but I'll apologize. I'll be the bigger person for beating y'all up. And it was two of them.
That's hilarious.
I said, oh my God. And the judge was like, I appreciate you for being the bigger person. Yeah, because they went to school on chipper, getting out the car, came home with see at 3:30. They were happy. So, you know what I'm saying? So for them to get there and have to fight for their life, they're like, what in the world? What happened? So they really didn't know. But however, I say that to say this. Social media, I always say that it's a gift and a curse because some children will do good with it.
Yeah.
And some other ones will not. So when you know that it's a chance for you being on social media for getting beat up, even with them fighting, they recorded their fight. And my girls was like, we ain't even proud of that though. You know what I'm saying? They were like, we don't want to see that. We don't even like that. We ain't proud of that. But a lot of other children will boost your confidence off of that.
Yeah, because the fact that they don't have any other outlet to, get that level of confidence. Social media is almost like a sponge. Everybody absorbs in it.
Yeah.
You got the weakest one that absorb in social media and make themselves out of something that they're not because they can actually do it without no kind of repercussions behind it.
My thing is you could be whoever you want to be behind the keyboard.
Of course.
Behind the smartphone, behind any of that.
Of course.
Why people would choose to be stupid, I don't know, but like you could be whoever, you could be whoever you want to be. It's just really disheartening when people live vicariously through social media.
But you got to understand too, a lot of us grew up in school and, everybody wanted to be like somebody in school. True. And the fact that, we get older now and that somebody has moved on to do something else, meanwhile, while this person's still stuck in this mindset, like I'm still trying to be like this guy. And basically, like after school, this is the outcome.
But this is 30 years later.
Yeah, but still, it just go to show you.
I cannot imagine trying to thrive off of high school fame.
But it go to show you.
Let me talk about their football touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. That niggas that was cold back in the day.
They're stuck.
Niggas talking the motherfucker back in the day.
They're stuck.
Niggas still talk about their baby mama like the bitch used to be good back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, shit, 85. Don't bitch
Oh, but no, I'm gonna tell you.
Back 30 years.
I'm gonna tell you
because they don't have enough self-esteem to be them as a person. So this is the outcome.
Man,
and we see this every day.
I don't
we
want to
see
be
this
that
every
person.
day. We see this every day. How long we in our school? 25 years? A little over 25 years?
But me, I'm myself.
Yeah, what?
Caretha,
how long we been out of school?
I'm right behind her.
Caretha, how long we been out of school? About 30 years.
She been out 30.
Caretha said, baby, I still look good, baby.
Hold on.
I look good.
I been about 30. Well, I'm class of 94, even though I ain't graduated, but
But
almost 30 years.
Okay, social media play a good part in a lot of our lives now because we rekindle and reconnect with people that we went to school with. That's good. But at the same time, you still got folks with low self-esteem, still trying to find their way in life, and they get this social media thing, and they let it get the best of them because they can finesse their way through life on this app.
But
they could be somebody else.
And they could be
but my thing is, maybe everybody don't want no money. I don't know, because I'm just like, is this shit making you some money?
I want some money.
I want some money too, but at the same time, I want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable to where if I want to get up and go somewhere, I can do it.
What I'm saying is, like, the people that live vicariously through these social media sites. Only thing I'm saying is, like, a lot, like the people that we actually think doing really good.
Yeah.
They are the ones doing really good.
Right.
So my whole point is, like, yes, I'm saying.
I met a couple.
Listen,
and I'm like, did you out here bored, and I got one fucking sofa.
Yeah.
I barely shit in my house.
Yes, right.
Themselves, because that was shit like my nose. I said, bitch, you just.
I know some.
Jesus, how much more you need to get?
I'm telling you, true.
They hate themselves.
No, we
Nah,
don't. No,
that-
we
nah,
don't.
I
No,
got
we
mine.
don't.
I don't want no BBL ass.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Exactly.
Not
y'all
me.
tend to like those
Who
kinds.
was y'all?
Men.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute.
Man.
Okay.
The
Man.
one, the
No.
men.
Mine
Those
No.
are the fun ones. I
I,
hear. Yep. Because now they
No,
feel like they in too deep.
Shit, women do it every day.
They do it every day.
Women do it every day too, B.
They do it every day.
Women do it every day too,
They
B.
do.
That's a bitch got
But
me tricking niggas into out of a free
Guess
meal.
what?
Let me tell
You
you
know what you
something.
call that? That's false advertising.
Let me tell you,
That's
that is
false
very, very
advertising.
true. That's my whole point of saying people
They
can
do.
be whoever they want to be
Man,
for behind these apps because women get tricked too.
Yeah.
And
Look, she just said the
first
same
of all,
thing.
I don't meet men on social media for like personal purposes and stuff
Right.
like that. Like they gotta catch me in the street.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Cause
right,
I'm not
right,
all that
right.
looking at your page trying
Yeah.
to figure. I'm not doing all that. Cause I already know that ain't nothing but the fugazi bull
False
crap. I don't got time for it.
False
Make me
advertising.
laugh, nigga.
Yeah. False
I don't got time to be looking at the Balenciagos. All I don't want to see all that.
Booty,
Cause you're not gonna catch me in all that.
booty fat, going to board, 2-piece, but then you $60,000 behind on your rent.
Right,
and
right.
then you get the repo man to come repo your Rolls Royce talking about somebody stole your car. No,
Right,
and
right.
You
You know what happened?
That motherfucker, you ain't made no payment on that
Exactly,
motherfucker.
but that's
You
the
caught that
thing.
motherfucker
Let me
doing
tell you something.
COVID.
A lot of time, men will really think a bitch is bad until she can't be
she
approved
right.
for nothing.
Karita just said,
Can't get
Coco
approved
said
for
something.
nothing.
Coco just said, made a valid point. Say it again, Coco.
And no. Let me tell you
having
something.
the men don't have no place neither.
Yeah.
A lot,
They
man.
living right here on this right here.
Look,
They sitting on this right here.
On
On that couch.
And very much so.
But we can only last with that shit for so long. I tell you,
look, old Harry.
good
Hissy.
dick has an expiration date. Good pussy don't.
Right.
Okay, a good dick nigga could last about maybe 6 months. Maybe not a finesse, maybe a year.
Right.
But we ain't never said, damn, I ain't bitch this bitch. She ain't got no job. I'm gonna leave this bitch alone. No. This good pussy bitch can ride that shit out.
Yeah.
She get a house. She get a car.
Yeah.
I ain't never nigga say, I'm gonna leave her. This bitch ain't working no more. I ain't gonna leave. No. She can suck the fucking soul out of you and make a fish plate. This bitch
Ain't going nowhere.
Right.
As soon as a nigga with a job is sitting there home playing his PlayStation and see that car pull up, this nigga gotta find something to do.
Yeah.
Right.
This nigga gotta go hammer some shit
Yep.
and build some shit before this bitch come inside to him, enjoy his life.
Right.
Okay? This nigga's not allowed to enjoy his life. Good dick has expiration dates.
Yes.
Very
yes.
much so. Cause let me tell you something.
Yes.
The one thing that when I figured out that there was a lot of women that was stigmatized, I said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to see past that damn thing right now.
Yeah. I don't mean.
So I took myself off the market. I got to be, hey.
You can't see it.
Hey,
You can't see it if it makes room.
man, let me tell you something. I'm trying to tell you. So I took my damn self off the market for years. Nigga, I'm a
You
ice.
see that the room go dark.
I'm
Right.
trying to say when you put it down, everything go black. You be like, wait a minute, baby, yeah, you right. All of that. Baby, who?
And see,
Now, I only want you to pull that thing out.
This is the reason why most women today are still kind of like single and really don't want nothing because that right man stigmatized that right woman. Oh, she's stuck.
Let me tell you something.
They say y'all we like the women with hair matches and the dirty feet.
I'm trying to tell you, definitely the dirty feet.
Well,
Where you been walking?
So what's that? Okay, well, okay. Well, okay. Nah, but guess what? It's a lot of women out here that's not getting.
Coco, I don't even know what be wrong with them because I don't even act or entertain them. I don't like certain stuff I don't even care about.
Now you do, yeah, of course. Now,
What you mean?
Because time, after years went by, y'all have been through so much to where it's just like
That's that's the thing. But see, that's the thing. I haven't gone through a whole lot. I haven't gone through a whole lot with men though, but I didn't want to. You understand what I'm saying? Like I never had that desire to. You know how some people. Exactly. You went to the well? Where you went?
Prison system.
Oh, Lord.
Coco, I'm gonna call you as soon as we get out there. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all might think I'm tripping. Y'all gonna think I'm tripping. Y'all gonna think that I am tripping.
Look,
but I don't damn blame them.
You got a pen pal?
Who